Chapter 9, Interest Groups, Organizing for Influence. An interest group is any organization that actively seeks to influence public policy. Most interest groups owe their existence to factors other than politics. These groups form for economic reasons such as pursuit of profit and maintain themselves by making profits in the case of corporations, or by providing their members with private goods such as jobs and wages. Economic groups include corporations, trade associations, labor unions, farm organizations, and professional associations. Collectively, economic interest groups are by far the largest set of organized interests. The group system tends to favor interests that are already economically and socially advantaged. Citizen groups do not have the same organizational advantages as economic groups. They depend on voluntary contributions from potential members who may lack interest in resources or who recognize that they will get the collective good from a group's activity even if they do not participate, which is a free rider problem. Citizen groups can include public interest, single issue, and ideological groups. Their numbers have increased dramatically since the 1960s, despite the organizational problems. Organized interests seek influence largely by lobbying public officials and contributing to election campaigns. Using an inside strategy, lobbyists develop direct contacts with legislatures, government bureaucrats, and members of the judiciary in order to persuade them to accept the group's perspective on policy. Groups also use an outside strategy seeking to mobilize public support for their goals. This strategy relies in part on grassroots lobbying, which is encouraging group members and the public to communicate their policy views to officials. Outside lobbying also includes efforts to elect office holders who will support group aims. Through political action committees or PACs, organized groups now provide nearly a fourth of all contributions received by congressional candidates. A more recent development is the emergence of super PACs. They are independent campaign committees that can raise and spend nearly unrestricted amounts of money on elections as long as they do not coordinate their efforts with those of the candidate they are supporting. The policies that emerge from the group system bring benefits to many of society's interests and often serve the collective interest as well. But when groups can essentially dictate policies, the common good is rarely served. The majority interest is subordinated to group or minority interests. In most instances, the minority consists of individuals who already enjoy a substantial share of society benefits.